Hello everyone, welcome to RS Craftworks, and hopefully by the end of this video series what will actually be the official RS Craftworks workshop. So that's right, I'm going to be starting to build my I'm building a shed, but it should become my full-time workshop for the while I am here. And yeah, so I've got some materials around here, got my lumber. Not everything's arrived, I've only just received a couple things because thanks to this being 2020, things are bloody difficult right now and everything's being affected. Stock of merchandise, including milled wood and all that, has been affected as well, which means I've had to buy from several different sources, which means they all come in different times. But I can at least get started on most of it. So today we'll be working on basically trying to level out the blocks for the foundation, or foundation-ish. I'm building on blocks basically, and that'll be the main deal. Now this garden is on a gradient, so it's higher up here than it is down there, which means I've got to try and level things out, which is going to be a challenge in itself. So that's today's task. Let's just see how I do and let's get on with it. Oh my god, you can see the sweat on my brow. Basically, I'm in the middle of building my shed right now. I'm trying to build the frame, and I'm dealing with warped pieces of wood, which shouldn't, well, it is a problem because I've got to somehow unwarp them and then attach them to each other. So this is not going to be a tutorial, this is just going to be an update series on how I make my shed. Basically, so far I have lined up this way and that way. I've sort of lined up this edge as well, but really I need to make the frame entirely and then level it out. Once I do that, adding the supporting struts as well as the noggins and everything, plus the plywood, should keep everything nice and stable, and as long as there's no wiggle, even if there is, I just wedge it in place and make sure it's all leveled out. So I will try my best to keep you updated, but filming this is going to be difficult with my setup at the moment, so I'll try my best. Do bear with it, it's hot today. Anyway, so I've done a little bit of work, and I say a little bit, most people are looking at me thinking, you wuss. But basically, I've attached this corner, which goes all the way down to that corner then goes to that corner, and that corner now goes to that corner. Shockingly, if I can get the sun out of your eyeballs, shockingly it's all level. I mean, it's these bits of wood are as straight as a... I won't make that joke, that's insensitive. But basically these things are banana shaped, they're also twisted, they're maniacs, and it's a bit difficult to tame them. So I'm trying the best I can. As long as the floor is level, it's not going to be flat, because Lord knows bits of wood never stay the same shape as they were, especially when you're dealing with outdoor wood as well. So trying my best here. Next step for this, since I've got the frame in there and since it's basically as level as I possibly can, quite shocked really. Now it's time to get supporting struts in between, measure them out, make sure they line up where I need them to line them up, and then yeah, and then start making noggins. So next step, start cutting down some wood. long time later, after many hours of work, I've got my first section of floor in here, which is nice and solid, and it's doing the job nicely. Now, obviously, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm probably taking an awful lot longer than most people would for this type of job, especially if you know what you're doing. But I'm having a blast getting things ready, and this is quite a sizable area that I'm doing as well, so it should make a nice workshop eventually once I get the interior design done, and I'm just looking forward to finishing this. So hope you're enjoying the updates, and hopefully I can make some sense of the videos when they start coming out. So catch you in the next clip. So, progress report. I happen to have a wall up right now, and it actually looks okay. It is, I mean, fairly sturdy, and I've got it propped up at the moment on a couple of 2x4s there on each side, and it's holding well so far. It's not quite lined up. I've still got to make the other walls, of course, and with each wall it'll get more stable. So wish me luck. I'll try and film as much as possible and keep you updated, so see you in the next clip.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the RS Shanty Shed. Now today, I've missed a lot of footage, I haven't filmed a lot. Great guitar build-off happened recently and I've been concentrating on that, but the shed has been coming along. I've got the first wall here, which is pretty much finished. I've just got to insulate it, make sure it's protected on the outside, need to seal it with some waterproof paint and all that. Still got to do the front wall here, which has a window in this big gap here, and then need to panel the rest. I've got my door frame fitted, I just need to fit my door on there. Other one's panelled up, just need to put the window and then the last two panels there. Last wall also needs to be panelled up, obviously, and then really my next step is to concentrate on the roof, because it gets rather damp on the floor there and we want to get rid of as much water as possible. So next step for me is to start making these A-frames here. So I've made one up, I just need to attach it to itself better so it's actually solid, and need to make more of them. 7 altogether, I believe, is the way I'm going about this, so let's just get on with it, I say. Alright, very difficult to film any time lapses around here. I mean, filming in real time, yeah, very difficult, because every time I move something around, obviously this place is a mess at the moment, and every time I move something around, I'm definitely afraid that my phone would be smashed into a million billion pieces, and I spent too much money on this thing, so I don't want that happening. But just to update you, I have an A-frame. Well, it's not exactly well, it looks like an A-frame from here because I've got a supporting strut on the sides there. But that is the first part of the A-frame, just to hold the tarp up a little bit, just so it doesn't have big puddles of goo happening on the roof and everything like that. I've also made a couple more on the floor here, which need to be, I've done bird's mouth joints, if I can somehow get a good view. So you see there, I've cut, these are called bird's mouth joints, if that is correct or not, but that's what I heard on the internet. But I've cut the bird's mouth joints, I've got them sitting in place properly. This one has a massive gap because all of the pieces of wood that I have are banana shaped, weird banana shaped as well. And I had to cut a relief here so I can actually get a screw in there to actually bite in properly. So, and I'm going to wedge it of course as well. So that is the progress at the moment, and I will try and keep you updated, see if I can get a time lapse without destroying my phone. But wish me luck, guys. Hello, just a quick update as well. Not only is this wall done, the back wall is panelled in as well. And I'm starting to get these, I don't know what any of the technical terms for these are. It's windy, I'm sorry about the noise. Just trying to get these two bits covered, and then I'm going to tackle front wall. I've got my door installed, and get the windows and the last bits of panelling done. So very, very close to being done. Also, I've got to finish the edges of the roof. Massive gaps everywhere, but then this is the first time I'm doing this, and honestly I don't care as long as it holds water out. That's all I care about. So let's see how far along we'll get and how good I can make it look. Interior will look good, outside I'm not so sure. Alright then everyone, this will be probably the last part of this video here, just to give you an update of what's been happening, and apologies, unfortunately, not much time lapses to show you the actual construction. All I've done showing you is the construction of this wall and a bit of the floor as well. My apologies, this place is a mess at the moment. But basically, just to let you know, I've put the last bits of the roof on. So I've done that side and I've done that side. There are massive gaps everywhere, which I need to address once I actually put the shingles and everything on. I will be putting paneling as well as noggins as probably in between these roof, whatever they're called, I don't know the terminology for all these bits. And just to make them a bit stronger so that if I get on the roof it doesn't collapse on. And yeah, just trying to get all those last bits on. Apologies, it's freezing in here right now. I've got the windows in, and I've got the door frame in, and I've also got the front window in as well, as you can see there. Tarpaulin is still over to stop, well, it was supposed to stop water coming in, but it really didn't do that much. But that's okay. And also, where I can, I've got some expanding foam. This stuff is fascinating stuff. I mean, that was tiny, but now it's massive. And then it turns into this foamy stuff which you just cut with a knife. Fascinating stuff. And it fills in all the gaps. So that's all you need it for. But yeah, still a bunch to get done. Interior decorating will be my main priority once the roof is secured and this place doesn't leak water anymore. Because once it doesn't leak water anymore, this is officially a shed, and then it's time to make it comfortable, which will be next step. Will be putting in the electronics and everything, and that will come in the next video. So I do apologise. I'll try my best to do the interior decorating more comprehensively, try to get better shots, and we'll see where we go. And I'll probably do a brief explanation of how I actually constructed everything around here. But basically it's all the same way I did this. The time lapse I showed you is basically the construction, just with a bit of planning. If you're adding windows, for example, you just leave the gap there and then sort of build the wall accordingly and that type of thing. So I will do better explanation on the next video. Try my best to do better video in future. It's just I've been terrified of my phone getting damaged, and that's all I'm filming on at the moment. But thank you all so much for joining me on this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone, bye bye.